So we're playing this game called Oninaki. It was kindly provided by Square Enix. Someone let me know if the title and tags changed. This is a really nice game. I played a demo of it a while ago on stream, a month ago. So I assume a lot of you don't remember. I don't personally remember all of it either. So I'm just gonna stream from the beginning of it, even though I can totally like do a continue of my demo playthrough, but I don't remember a lot of it. So I'm just gonna start from scratch and we're gonna see the story from the beginning and we're gonna play it for a little bit. I hope you all enjoy. I know from what I remember about this game, I really liked it. So I hope you all like it too. This is on PS4. You can totally get it. This is a Square Enix published game. I don't remember. Okay, there you go. There's the credits of all the things you need to know. There's Square Enix, Tokyo RPG Factory. There you go. That's who made it. Square Enix is the publisher. They were really nice to have provided me with a code. They're not paying me to play this game at all. They literally just asked me if I was interested in the game. They didn't even do that. They were like, "Hey, there's a demo for a game coming out that we have, and if you like play it, let us know what you think about it." And I was like, "I loved it." And they were like, "If you were to stream this game, what platforms would you use it on?" And I was like, "I have a PS4 and I have a Switch." And they were like, "Okay." And then like today, like last week, I guess, they were like, "Hey, here's a code." And I was like, "Oh my god, I'm not in the US though." And they were like, they were on vacation. And then today, the person was like, "Okay, here's an European code, have fun." And I was like, oh, yes. So yeah, we're gonna play Oninaki. Super excited about it. Okay, we're definitely not doing Maniac. Let's be real. Let's be real. Casual, easier difficulty for those who mainly want to enjoy the story. A difficulty that offers challenging gameplay and tactical fighting. I like a good middle ground, you know. Although I do like that it doesn't affect the storyline. So like, you know, if you play it on easy mode, if you play it on the hardest mode, you're still gonna get the same story out of it, which I really like because some games kind of punish you for that. They're like, hey, if you play the easy mode, it's gonna be hard for you to get the true ending, and it's like, well, wow. And Kingdom Hearts does this, by the way. So. Aw, so sad. A soft rain fell the day my parents died. An illness claimed them in the end. The adults told me I mustn't grieve. They spoke only of their memories of my parents and their expectations for the afterlife. The afterlife is a big theme in this game, by the way. The game volume is a little low. Noted. Me getting random, like, installations. You made a load of sims and your laptop turned itself off. Oh no! I really like you. I like you a lot too, Ash. I love good community managers. Yes. Oh no, honey. This person is like an influencer manager or something. Her name is Ria. If you're watching this, you're really sweet. Thank you so much for providing me with a code. Speaking of the Twitter video of the Animal Crossing, bro, I haven't seen that. Is the game... Wait. The game audio is faint for me too. Like the music is like slow. Like not slow, like low. Don't be sad, Kagashi. His parents literally just died. Why are you saying don't be sad? I'll go talk to my daddy. He's a watcher. He can talk to dead people. Maybe he can talk to your mommy and daddy too. No, don't. I'm okay. Are you though? I feel like I should flip my webcam because it looks like I'm looking at my corner. And it's like there's nothing in there. Oh shit. I flipped the game. I think I accidentally flipped the game. Okay, there you go. Now it looks like I'm looking at the game. Now it looks like I'm looking... It looked like I was messing with her skirt there. Hey girl, oh my god, hi. How's it going, girl? So nice to see you. Who's there?
あなた
It's you.
え
Huh? Who?
なぜ
But why aren't you whole?
何
Whole? Whole what? I flipped the game! Wait! Shh. Professional streamer right here. Oh, that's funny. The game should be good right now, right? The audio and stuff. What are you talking about? Are you okay?
いや
That girl knows me.
Hmm?
What girl?
あれ
She was just... Oh. Help him, Daddy. Ooh, Daddy, help me. Come, Kagashi. Oh, honey, don't need to tell me twice. Ew. Stop. Okay. Stop being dirty, everybody. Oh my god. Oh no. Why am I like this?
いいかい
Now, this is goodbye for your mom and dad. But you mustn't grieve for them.
なぜ
Why not? Yeah, literally, why not? They're my parents. Why can't I be sad?
それは
Grief fills the dead with regret, my boy. When the dead carry regret, they lose their way, and those who are lost cannot be reborn.
え
They can't? No, son, they can't. Those who are lost lose their souls and cannot be reborn as people. Reincarnation is the way of our land. To be lost is to go against the natural order. Do you understand? I guess. I mean... Okay, cool. I guess I'm not gonna be sad for my parents dying. It's fine. He is hot. I know, right? He's giving me Kakashi vibes from Naruto. Didn't do it. Y'all need water. Fine. Yeah, I think so.
そうか
Good. Then there's still a path for you. Yeah, this game is like all about reincarnation, coming back to life, very Jesus Christ superstar. I don't know.
その言葉の意味を理解したのは随分後になってから
20 years later, I wouldn't understand the meaning of those words for many years. Not until I joined the Veil Watch, just like Mayura's father.
幾ともりは死者と生者の間を取り持ついわば調停者の役割を担っている
I love the Japanese voice.
あの世を行き来し
The Watchers maintain order between the living world and the beyond. We travel between worlds, rescuing the lost who have wandered from the path. So I'm basically like anime Grim Reaper. Stunning. Love that for me. Oh, now that you mentioned Kakashi, he does look like Kakashi. 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 Ooh, drama!
ここは鬼人で戦いましょう。
Our demons, yes.
いける？
Our demons.
そっちはマイラに任せる
Queen. My turn. Ooh. Oh god, that's loud. You know he's the main character because he has an eye of different colors. You know he's the main character because each of his eyes has a different color. Akashi has one big book. Yes. One big book. Basic attack, skill 1, demon, action, talk or interact. Okay. So square is the button. Aisha, a passionate and caring daemon. Aisha has been at Kakashi's oh no, Kagashi's side since he first became a watcher. She still holds distant memories of fleeting happiness and an intense longing for love. Aisha can dash to move quickly across the battlefield, and the swords she wields strike fast and hard, making her a well-balanced warrior. Hides pictures. Oh my god. I still remember that that episode on Naruto when they find out that that the book that he's always reading is porn. I love that. It's so funny. It's so funny to me. I see you've taken care of things here.
ありがとう。
Thank you. Well done.
なあ
Why are you so nice to them? They're just another weapon. He has such a deep voice. I feel like I have to do it. Watch what you say. Demons used to be people. People with feelings.
だが
Yeah, used to be. Oh, we got an edgelord in our hands, ladies and gentlemen. Fine, have it your way. Let's just like finish the mission or something. It looks like the lost soul we seek is a little boy. Did Leo fill you in on his story? I hope he's ready to hear what we have to say. I'll handle it.
ね
If I've said it once, I've said it a million times. You really need to change your attitude. The feelings of the living make the dead lose their way, or have you freaking forgotten? The lost are already lost.
え。もう
You are just freaking impossible. Come on, let's go. I just love giving her like a Valley Girl voice. Like, oh my god, you're just like so impossible to work with. Like, I can't believe you would do such a thing. I just love it. You don't watch Naruto? I used to watch it. My brother and his wife, like, they literally watched from like Naruto till like Shippuden, and then I don't know if they watch Boruto. I don't think they do. The minimap at the bottom right of the screen displays your current surroundings, showing areas you can reach and the location of your next objective. You can change the size of the minimap by pressing L3. Oh, I like it like this. I like it when it's like incorporated into like the game. You know what I mean? It's kind of like transparent. Oh, you thought you got me, girl. You really tried it. The thing that I don't like about this game is that, like, in dungeons, they don't have, like, background music. like there's literally like just ambient sound while you're like out and about exploring. So that's interesting. I do like the game as a whole though. The story is really intense, but I like it. It's different because like JRPGs are usually like kind of whimsical, but I do like when they touch on like things that are kind of real, kind of like this game, the theme is like death and like reincarnation, and how there's people who believe in reincarnation and maybe people who don't believe in it, or the dynamics of like what it's like to live in a world where like reincarnation is accepted as a fact and how that society works. It's really interesting to me. Because in our society, obviously, when someone dies, we just assume that they're dead, right? And that's it, and whatever. Like, some people believe they're going to heaven, some people believe they're going to hell, some people believe in reincarnation, but none of that is proven, right? And then in this game, it's kind of like in their belief system that everybody sort of just... There's like a mutual agreement that everybody just, I guess, knows and thinks that reincarnation is a thing. Does that make sense? Even like when games touch on religion, for example, right? I like when my JRPGs hit on like topics. How do I? Oh, there you go. Boruto. Oh, you watch Boruto? Mitsuki is a gentle soul. I haven't seen Boruto. It's like low-key sad for me that like some people only know Boruto, like Naruto, for being Boruto's dad. Yeah, and you know what I mean? Like Naruto was such a big deal for like our generation. I feel like the younger generations are like, yeah, Naruto is like Boruto's dad, right? That's it. And you're like, no, he has his own show. Soul stones. Soul stones form as a sign of the deepening possession of your demons. The more you use your demons, the more soul stones you can acquire. Main menu, select demons and build trees and stuff. Yeah, okay. Ouchies. Ooh, girl. Even Fire Emblem touches on religion, which is really interesting to me. I've been playing that off camera, and there's a big component of like religion, and religion being included in the educational system and in society, even in like having the like a night, like they have like nights that are like dedicated to the and stuff like that. It's really interesting. It's really interesting stuff. The living world and the beyond. The living world, the land of flesh and blood, a natural world brimming with life, where creatures high and low rejoice in being alive. And then there's the beyond, the land of the dead, the world that exists in parallel with the living world, occupying the same space, separated by a thin veil. Press L2 to move beyond, between the living world and beyond. The first time you travel to beyond in the new location, you will be veil blind, preventing you from sensing your surroundings. You are vulnerable as long as you are veil blind, so any attacks you suffer are fatal. A nexus appears when you defeat a sight stealer, a rare type of fallen that appears wreathed in a noxious miasma. If you cross the veil near a nexus, your veil blindness will be lifted in this region of the beyond. This also bestows special effects known as precepts on you and the fallen within. So there's like little areas like this when you defeat like, I guess, tiny bosses, and they like kind of illuminate the other, like the beyond, the dead world, the world of the dead, so that we're not like blind. Precepts always critically hit. Oh yeah, I should probably check the wait, how do I do it? Is it in demons? Oh, skill tree. There you go. Because I did get a stone. A stone. The skill tree is a visual depiction of a demon's soul. You can use soul stones on the skill tree to acquire new skills and abilities for each demon. After acquiring a skill, you can assign it for use in battle using change skills on the demon's menu. So this is kind of like in Final Fantasy X. Well, it's a skill tree, okay? If you've played Final Fantasy X, it's kind of like the sphere grid. If you've played literally any other RPG, this is like a skill tree that you get skills, you get like little sword stones, and you get to use them to unlock abilities. Increase affinity gained when you use the healing incense. Perform a side sweep. Oh, you can't unlock that, okay. Oh, I can only unlock the blue ones, I assume. Sakura, increase the power. Speaking of Naruto, Sakura, increase the power of skills used immediately after a basic attack hits. Moonless Sky, evade for longer when dashing. Oh, I like that. Aisha's memory. Oh, that's like free. Yes, give me some lore, honey. Give me some demon lore. Aisha's memory unlocked. Select demon lore to watch. Recovering a demon's memories allows them to share more of their past with you, strengthening your bond. Examine the waystones you find and select demon lore to view their memories. Memories, like the corners of my mind. Of my mouth? What are you doing, caption? Anyway, we get to watch this later. Vigilance. Increase affinity after manifestation ends. Always applies when Aisha is in the party. Bedazzle. Ooh, that sounds dramatic. Skills triggered while manifested gain a manifestation effect. I like the Moonless Sky. I like evading for longer. Ooh, okay, we don't have any more stone. We don't have any more stones. Do I get to equip anything? Changing skills. You can sign up to 4 skills at once. New skills can be acquired using the skill tree. Yes. Each skill has a cooldown. Yeah. Pretty straightforward stuff. Okay, they only have the Gale Dash. Equipment. Okay. Okay, I mean, she's still like level 1 or something. Okay, what's this way? I like, guys, in these games, I'm super annoying. Like, I'm literally always like exploring every corner, looking for like items and stuff. Like, I am that bitch. I am truly that bitch. Until like I get to a point where like I get annoyed and then I just fully skip everything that's not main quest related. Sometimes I just get like burnt out of a game and I'm literally just like, you know what? I just want to finish this freaking game. So like I just fully skip everything unless it's like related to what I have to do in the main story. Exploring is cool, I agree. I like it. I do like it. And especially in these games, I like when all the map shows up. You know what I mean? Like I like when like you just unlock the whole map. And I'm like, okay, I've seen every corner of it. Now we can move on, sort of thing. Although in this game, that can be extra annoying Oh shit, I'm like, I'm dying.
回復する
There you go. Because you get to like you kind of have to see the same world twice. Affinity reflects the depth of possession with a demon. It rises during battle and falls when you use skills. High affinity increases your attack, but if it goes over 150, it decreases defense, so tread carefully. Okay, so you want to get it like at 100. Like, but before 150. Yeah. When affinity is at 100 or higher, you can press L1 to manifest. When you manifest, your stats increase even further, you can cancel all actions, and damage will not stagger you. While manifested, affinity becomes the manifest gauge. When the gauge reaches 0, manifestation ends. Okay, that's pretty self-explanatory. It's pretty self-explanatory. Oh, there's some lore we can watch or read. Demon lore. Aisha, memory 1. Ooh, let's get into it, hennies. Am I like cut off when I'm like... I am a tool.
小さな国の王女として生まれたことが
The greatest misfortune of
私の
being
不幸の始まりだった。
born the princess of all nations.
民のため、すべてが民のため。
Ooh.
幼い頃から耳にこびりついている忌々しい言葉。民が憎かったわけではなかっ
Grew
た。
to resent people.
ただ、
But I knew what my
その
parents
言葉
meant
の
when
裏
they
に隠され
spoke.
た私たちのためという両親の真意が
All for
私の心を蝕み続けた。
all of them have like these burdens.
それでも私が心を保っていられたのは
What kept that from truly corrupting me was my love for one man.
愛していたから。
Aww.
彼は似
He
た
was the
境遇
prince
に
of a
なり
neighboring
隣国の王子
nation.
だった。
Aww.
私
He was
たち
in
は互いを
love. We
分かち合
understood
い
each other and felt deeply
深
in
く愛し合
love.
っていた。私はとても幸せだった。
Aww. This is a cool thing. Like every demon, I guess, used to be a human with like their own life and their own story. So it's really cool. Like as you unlock more demons and you get to interact with them, you get to unlock more and more of their story as they like open up to you. It's really sweet. I know, right, Sly? What a story. Already level 2 though. Hey, look at me go. Oh, there's the little boy. I think it's a little boy. We have to help.
Oi.
So you're the little boy. Who are you?
行くたもりよ。
We are watchers. We've come to send you off.
え？
Send me off? Am I dead?
うん。
I'm afraid so. We're here to help you pass into the next world. Do you have anything you want to tell us? Anything you're sad or upset about that might be keeping you here?
あのね。
I am worried about my mom and dad. I don't want them to get lonely without me. Aw, this is so sad. No point worrying over it. You can't do anything about that while you're dead. Jesus, Kagashi is an asshole. If it upsets you that much, work on getting reincarnated and fix it in the living world. I guess you're right. I'm the one who died. It's my fault. Oh no!
うん。
Oh no, not your fault. That's not what we're saying. This isn't about blame. Think before you speak, Kagashi.
ね
Okay, but before I go,
あのね
I want to see my mom and dad one more time. Is that okay? Oh, this is so sad. Just once, please. Please. Aw. How can you say no to that? What should we do?
Ah,
Sure, let him see them. Hi, Addison. It's so nice to see you. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. Alright. We're playing this game called Oninaki. This game has in theme, it's a lot about reincarnation, and this is an action JRPG game published by Square Enix. They kindly provided me with a code, and it's developed by Tokyo RPG, so it's really nice. I'm enjoying it so far. Thanks, good to see y'all too. Yeah, what what have you been up to? Okay, listen. We'll take you to see them.
本当
You really mean it?
でも
But in return, this has to be a goodbye. Are you ready for that? Yeah, I promise.
ね
Where should we go? To your house?
あのね
Yeah, they're probably at home. My house is this way.
行きましょう
Then let's go. Yeah, it's so nice to see you. I missed streaming a lot. Oh, honey. Ow! I did miss streaming. It felt like there was like a hole in my life that wasn't being like...
不意を解く大丈夫なの
Oh shit. Yeah, let me use a thing. Yes, give me the music, honey. This game is very lacking in music, so I'm excited when it gives me something to work with. That's my only critique of it so far, is like, there's like, sometimes there's literally no music to it. Sounds like a cool game. It's really nice so far. I'm really enjoying it. I'm still at the beginning stages, but I am enjoying it for sure. I've been hanging out with friends and family trying to improve my mental health. Yes! Love that. Mental health is always, or should always be a big priority in our lives for sure. It makes me happy that you know, I wasn't gone, and I was gone and people like actually missed me, you know what I mean? It's like I didn't do it for people to miss me. I did it like to take care of my, you know, mental health as well, and to kind of like, you know, it's not that I was falling out of love with streaming, but I was kind of like, I was starting to get a little burnt out, and because I've been at streaming for like 3 years, and I haven't been streaming for every day for 3 years, but I have definitely oh yeah, I should save the game. There's like an autosave, but like should probably save the game. But yeah, I without even knowing it, I was starting to resent certain things about streaming, and I was starting to resent how when I was streaming I wasn't doing other things in my life, right? Like I was sort of neglecting not commitments, but I was, you know, I was streaming for 15 hours a week, and then working for 20. So I didn't have a lot of time to hang out with friends, family, and you know, I was just sort of starting to resent it. So I'm just gonna take it easy now, and I'm gonna do it maybe like once a week for the time being, and then as I see kind of like demand for it, I will like eventually up the days, I guess. You know what I mean? Um, yeah, it's a huge thing. I agree. Mental health is like a huge deal. And we don't really, as a society, I don't mean we as in like us, like when we're talking about it. I mean like as a society, we don't really like take it that seriously. And it's unfortunate because like I can't take time off of work because I'm like, if I were to be like, to go to the doctor and be like, work is stressing me out too much, like I need a break for my mental health, they would be like, girl, just like take deep breaths before you go in, just like, or they would give me like pills for like sleep better at night or something, or I don't know. I feel like it wouldn't be super useful. Although I would like to like one day start like therapy or something, but that's pretty expensive. So I don't know about that. Um. Ooh. Resonance increase the affinity gain when attacks hit. Ooh, girl. Oof, a mood, right? Perform a cross slash attack. Hold down the button before triggering to charge and increase the power. You can move or perform an attack to cancel the delay when dashing. Oh, I like that. Like mid dash, I can attack them so I can interrupt the dash. I like that. I do want to like afterwards. I want to. Ooh, yes, rank up. I like that. I want to get that ability that about like getting more affinity when attacks hit, because that sounds very useful to get more affinity with my daemon. Really interesting how they spell demon. Daemon. I'm supposed to start therapy next month, but it's definitely really expensive. My insurance doesn't cover all of it. Yeah. Yeah, we have like a public health system, so I actually don't know how much it would be, I guess, if I were to like try to like schedule therapy through that. But I also don't know like, you know, through that I don't know how much control I would have over like who is the therapist and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's just honestly going to the doctor. I honestly don't like my doctor that much. I feel like she always like undermines like anything, so it's really frustrating. Like I remember I got like a stomach what is it called? Like when they put like a tube through your mouth. I don't think it's colonoscopy. That's when they put the tube through your booty. But I did one of those, like an examination that they put a tube through my mouth, and they found that I had gastritis. I think that's how you say that. And my doctor was like, "You have gastritis," and I was like, "Okay." Like she didn't like give me like a treatment for it. She was like, she just said basically like, "Oh, you know, you have to be careful with your diet," and I was like, okay. Like literally like she basically like she undermined it so much. She was like, yeah, you have this thing, I can give you medication for it, like if you feel if you get a lot of like heartburn for it, but like other than that, I just have to be careful with your like with what you eat. And I was like, okay, like literally like not super helpful, like low-key not super helpful. I don't know, I was just very like, okay, is there like no treatment? Like I was just like so confused. And I already get nervous when I go to the doctor, so like I don't expect to like have to ask questions and stuff like that when I go to the doctor. You know what I mean? Because you just expect the person to like, you know what they're doing. So like you don't need to ask questions, you don't need to any of that stuff. I don't know. Hard to explain. But yeah, I don't know how much it would be if I were to do it. Like I know through Medicare, it would be like 30 something euros per appointment, which I know is not super expensive, but if I were to go like once a week, that would be super expensive. So, but I don't know how much it would be if I were to do it through like the public health system, how much I would have to wait for it, and I honestly would have to like do some research just to avoid getting like a therapist that's like that doesn't really understand LGBT issues. Like ideally I would get someone that gets it. And I did try like BetterHelp. Like you guys know like BetterHelp, like the website. They do like online therapy and stuff like that. But it was like more expensive and it was like a weekly thing. Like they don't, I wish they had an option. I don't know if they do nowadays, but I wish they had an option to do like once a month or something. Because like once a week and it was like $60 or something. I was like, oh girl. Like I only work a part-time at a coffee shop. You know what I mean? Like I'm not like balling over here. But at least through BetterHelp you can like choose like someone who's like, you know, focuses on LGBT issues, or they know how to work with LGBT people or something like that. Because I would hate to get like an old school, like closed-minded, I guess, therapist that would be like, I don't know, that would say stuff that would be like destructive, or that would be like, just, you know, make better choices, don't be gay, you know what I mean? Having a good doctor is super important. Yeah, my doctor isn't bad necessarily. But I do remember there was one time where I had like a flu or something. It wasn't a flu, sorry. I was like, I just had a cold, I guess. I was like coughing a lot. I had like a runny nose, and I think I was slightly feverish too. And I was like, okay, here's what I have. And would it be okay if I had, like, if you prescribed me some time off of work? Because I work, and she, like, I don't even remember. I basically told her everything, and she was like, okay, so you basically have a cold, here's the medication. And I was like, and she was basically like, that's it. And I was like, I was kind of like, what about work? Like, is it okay for me to like work because I work with food and stuff like that? Is this contagious? She was like, oh, you just have to be careful. I was like, you know what I mean? I was like, couldn't you just like give me like 1 day or 2 days off or something just for me to recover from this cold? She was like, here's some like medication, here's some like antibiotics, good luck, sort of thing. She was like, oh, you just have to be careful then. And I was like, you could have just freaking given me like a day off or something. There are people that are so lucky with their doctors. They'll be like, can I get a day off? And their doctors immediately are like, I got you, girl. And they gave them a day off for like the stupidest reasons. And here I am, like, actually with like a cold, and my doctor is like, oh, you can still work through that. I was like, oh, I work in the food industry though. Like, I will be dealing with food and stuff like that. And like, you know, my throat hurts and I'm coughing a lot and I need to speak with customers. And she was like, I guess you'll just have to be careful then. I was like, okay. Shit. I was like, god damn. That's the thing you're nervous about for meeting your new therapist. Hopefully she'll be okay. Yeah. I'm wishing you the best, Addison. Honestly, just reaching out and getting help is like a huge deal, and it's something that you should be super proud of. Um, with that being said, obviously, I hope for the best. I hope you get like a really nice therapist that understands you and clicks well with you. But you can always try to like get a new one. You know what I mean? Like if that one doesn't click with you or whatever, you can always just try to work. Like you can always try to ask and work with someone else or something that clicks with you better. Ooh, I have 2 swords now. Okay, which one did I want? Oh, I wanted that one. Affinity gained, yes. I can get more swords. More stones, not swords, excuse me. Thank you so much. Yeah, you're welcome. You're sweet. Increase affinity after manifestation ends. Oh, I like that too. I want to increase, like, I want to get the ones that increase affinity so that I can get more stones. You know what I mean? So that I can, like, get other stuff from this. Okay. I already spent the 2 of them. I think next time I'm getting the new skill, though. Ooh! That one, that honey was trying to snatch my wig off. Oh, I missed completely. Yeah. I mean, I should say that to myself, honestly. I should literally say that to myself. I'm like, yeah, that's actually what you should do. Like, just don't be scared. And if anything, you can ask for a different doctor and be like, hey, that therapist is not vibing well with me. Can you recommend me someone else? I heard that by law, like therapists, like if they are not like working well with you, you can just ask them to like recommend you to someone else that they might know. Because I heard that it's like illegal for like a therapist to like wash their hands off of you and be like, I don't think we can work together. You know what I mean? Like I think they can do that, but they can be like, okay, I think here's someone who can work with you better, like because they're more equipped to deal with the specific issues that you may have or something. That's what I heard. Yeah. I heard that it's like actually like illegal for them to be like, I don't think we can work together. You got to go, sort of thing. Obviously they don't do it like that, but yeah, I was watching Anxiety. She's like a really cool streamer here on Twitch and Mixer, and she talks a lot about mental health. She's like an advocate for mental health. So she's not like a therapist or something like that, but she basically is someone with a research degree, and she basically just does a lot of research and on the topic of mental health. And someone in her community actually said that, and they were talking about how that's a thing. Because someone was talking about how their therapist sort of washed their hands off of that person. So they were like, oh, that's kind of like illegal. That's against their like moral code or something. But I don't know. That could be different in different countries. I don't know. Don't quote me on it. Yeah, it's always good to know that stuff, right? This music is reminding me of like those like dolls. Like those boxes that you open and like they have like little sounds. Great job, both of you. You formed a bond with those souls.
Ne.
What are these, Dad?
それは
They are souls who could not be reincarnated, damned, or banished. They have no memory of their past life, but they can bond with us. And they're good at taking orders. We call them daemons. They're technically a special type of the lost.
鬼人
Wow. Isn't there some way to help them remember their past life?
いや
Not that I heard of.
そんな
That's so sad. Wait, why do I know my daemon's past life? Don't worry, I'll find a way to restore your memories. I just noticed the game didn't give me an option to play with a female character. I literally just noticed that. I was like, wait, the game didn't give me any choices. It's fine. I don't personally mind it, but, you know, that could have been a good option to have. Who are you? Is this a new Damon? Is this a new Damon? Damon. Damon Knight. Oh, hey. Like a white knight. Look at that. With that dramatic cape. Yes. The soul of the Daemon Zav resonates with Kagashi, becoming his guardian. Oh, new Daemon. The chosen savior. Look at that trophy. I love that you guys get like a bigger screen on the game. Like in my old layout, the game was like smaller on the screen, and now it's like the whole screen. I'm so excited. That's the case though, right? Yeah. Zav, a daemon with a strong sense of justice and unwavering honesty. Even in death, the inner turmoil Zav felt in life is evident within him. He still holds distant memories of hatred, suffered, and deep regrets. Zav wields spears as he charges into the fray, and he doesn't flinch at taking a few hard hits. He can also leap into the air, enabling him to attack from land or sky. So if you're familiar with Final Fantasy, he's kind of like a dragoon of sorts. I like the concept of the daemons, honestly. I like that they're like people who like lived difficult lives and they're like here to help you like slay. You know? Like you're just sort of like the Grim Reaper, and you get to like work with like these people that aren't like, I guess they're kind of like not in, I guess, heaven or hell or anything in between. They're just sort of like, I don't know, it's hard to explain. A perfect chance to try out this new daemon. Yes, let's try him out, honey. Press R. Use R to swap between daemons you can manifest. Be sure to use the daemon that best suits the situation. I will. Give me Zav. Oh shit. Meteor. Oh yes, Queen. Oh shit. Oh wow. Oh, in this one, instead of like zip zapping around, I can jump. Wait. Oh, I thought I was double jumping, but it was I was gonna say the person. It was the boss, like it was the boss doing like a earthquake sort of dealio. Ooh, I like this. Oh shit. Oh, I understand. They paired me up with this boss because I can jump whenever it like lands on the ground. That's why they were like, this is perfect for this daemon. I just understood it, honestly. I just got the assignment, y'all. I just got it. I was like, why now? But like, yeah, that makes perfect sense. Ow, ow, ow. 69 health. Hey. Sorry. Hey. Ew. This does look cool. I love this game so far. It's different. It's different from what I'm used to playing. I'm used to like turn-based, like JRPG sort of scenarios, and this is more of like an action-y sort of game. But it's nice. I think the thing that I like the most about it is not even the fact that it's an action game. I think it's because it's like the story and how like the meaning that it has and stuff. Oh, I'm running out of like things. Oh, I landed just as he was like using the hammer. Is that like Luna from Sailor Moon? Oh shit. I ran out of potions. Oh no. Oh shit. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I died. I died. No. I am no one. Hello. Oh my god, Ruby, it's been so long since I've seen you. I know. I don't know how long I've been gone for. It was this like, I don't know if I've been gone for 2 or 3 weeks. I don't know. But it's been a while. It's been a while. I'm so happy to be back though. How have you been? You're putting your kids down for a nap so you can't hang. Okay, sounds good. You can always hang out afterwards if you have the time. Oh my goodness, guys, I just died. Should we get a death counter or something? Should we have a death count? Yes, it is from Mother Moon's stream. Yes, that's a good name, Mother Moon. Can you do me a favor and say hello to my son Jason and tell him it's time to sleep? Hi Jason, it's time to go to sleep. You're very tired right now and you need to sleep. It's very late. You need to get cozy. You need to get comfortable. You need to go to bed. That's amazing that you're watching with your kids. Oh, I love that. I love that emo. I was gonna do something. I forgot. I was literally gonna do something and I forgot. Oh, I don't have any spear stones. Just kidding. I need to like work on... I need to work on my timing. She has a great community too. That's awesome. Yeah, I need to like work on my timing whenever like I need to like do my jump. Oh shit. Oh, I need to not run into these. That's what I need to do. Ow. Oh, it backfired. Now he's hype and laughing. Oh no. I'm sorry, I tried. Because you said hi. And whose fault was that? I'm just kidding. Aww. Jason, go to bed. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, girl. Oh no, don't get in front of it. I feel like this is not gonna end up well, guys. Maybe I need to switch back and forth, depending on like what the enemy is doing. Oh, he's gonna do the thing. Oh shit, I still landed on it. Oh no, I keep saying cuss words. I'm sorry, your kid is watching. Oh shit. I can't help it. I'm sorry. It's really bad. Ooh, I interrupted it. Ooh, yes, I should have done this way more often, girls. That's literally what I should have been doing this whole time. Oh, shoot. Oh my god. Oh god, no. Why did you land on me? Literally so rude. Oh no, that was not. Oh god. Oh god. Oh no, I hope I don't die again. Isn't it ironic that like... Oh no, I didn't do it. At least I jumped on time. Hope to see you soon. Yes, absolutely. I'm still gonna be live for a little bit. So yeah, I hope to no. No. Oh, hi, kitty. No. I don't want to open a death counter just in case. Because I can only have one death count for like one game at a time. So it might not work if I'm playing other things, but why do I keep dying on my first boss fight? Oh no. Oh. Send help, everybody. Send help.
覚悟はできているんだろうな。
悪いけど戦う限りは容赦しない。
Okay. You got it? Yeah, hopefully. Okay. You know what? Third time's the charm. We got this. Ow, 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 ow. Oh, God.
癒し功を使う。世界渡りする。
Oh, how does this help me? Crossing the veil. I don't think crossing the veil helps at all. Ow, ow, ow. Ow, I keep getting hit by these. That's something I should be avoiding. Oh, shoot. Oh, I avoided that. Oh, good, good, good. Ow, ow, he keeps stepping on me. No, no, no. I need to utilize the jumping. That's clearly why they have me... Well, I could be using, like, the other Daemon, but there's a reason why... Oh, shit. Oh, no, 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 no. There's a reason why they wanted me to use this one, right? Oh, wow, wow, wow. I'm literally running out of, like, things already. Oh, there you go. That's a way to avoid that. Although the cooldown for that is a lot. I need like a double jump though. Oh shoot. Yes. Yes. Okay, I'm getting better with the timing, y'all. Ow, ow, ow. As I literally flop on that. It's interesting, they don't have like patterns or something. Well, they do have some patterns. Like when I know when he's about to use his special. Because he has like the hammer thing. Okay, he kind of charges when he's gonna do... Oh, there you go. Speaking of. Oh, I failed! I missed. Oh god. No, not again. Oh, not again. Oh god. Those freaking meteors get me not meteors, rockets, I guess? They get me every single time. Ah, no! Not again! Oh no, 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 no. Ah. Oh. Oh no, ma'am. No, ma'am. I feel like I'm gonna do better with her, with the girl demon, because I can like swaft around. I don't know though. I wish you could like switch easier between the two of them. Ow! I literally switched to get hit. Ow! 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 Wow! Literally starting off like being stepped on. What am I doing? Why am I so bad at this? Can someone explain to me? No, I missed. At least I didn't get hit by that hammer. Oh no. Oh, hitting is not the solution, y'all. Hitting the missiles is not the solution, turns out. Okay. I think this is the appropriate one to use though. Because like you have to be able to jump with this character. Ooh, yes, 200 damage. Yeah, I think I need to save the meteor for like whenever he does those like either the missiles or the hammer thing. It's hammer time. No, I was already far enough. I didn't need to use that. Hi, Sir Teddy. Using Zav is suggestive for this boss. Aisha will probably do better for you. That's what I'm thinking, because she can, like, you can, like, dash away from it. But he does a lot of these attacks where he jumps. So it's useful that you're able to jump out of those attacks. If that makes sense. So I think that's why they suggest him. But I think she's faster, even in her attacks and everything. So that's probably why you would be able to, like, use her better. I just wish you could, like, switch quicker between the demons. Because, like, for example, when he does the missiles, it would be really useful for me to use her. And now, missiles, you just begin to end of the map in a circle and dodging each time a missile drops. Yeah, it's hard to do that with him though, with Zav. Oh, beeline. Oh shit. Ah! Oh, that was not good. I literally got stuck in that corner. I was like, oh no, literally the opposite of what I wanted to do. Oh no. Oh no, not the missiles again. No. Oh. Oh, I see. You kind of have to do like a diagonal run sort of thing. Oh, not again. Why is he using so many missiles? Oh. Oh no. Oh, okay. We jumped literally at the perfect time. Oh, I'm running out of incense. I mean, I ran out of incense officially and I died. No. Oh no. God damn. The missiles get me. The missiles get me. I think I'm gonna try focusing on her maybe. Because Aisha is probably my best. I keep saying her, him. I'll let you figure out the mechanics for that's the fun part. But use Aisha for that fight, yeah. I appreciate you. Because some people that watch like streams like this, they don't even let people figure out mechanics. They don't even let people figure out. Oh my god. Oh no, I was distracted looking at you. Shit. And they don't even let you like struggle. You know what I mean? So I really appreciate that you're. Oh no, I don't know. I'm used to his style already. Oh shit. I don't know, I'm used to jumping now in this boss fight. Although I already did a bunch of damage as her. Good girl. Oh shit. These fucking missiles. God. I think I get too close to it too. Aisha! Oh, I wanted to interrupt it with my attack, but that backfired on me, didn't it? Oh god. Yes, look at me dodging at the right time. Oh girl. Yes, look at me go. She's more intuitive, I think. Like, you just know. You just press that button, you dodge, and that's it. Oh girl. Ah! Oh no! No, no, no! No, no, no! No, 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 no. They still got me, though. I am getting closer to victory as her. Aisha! Shit. Shit, 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 shit. No! Oh! Oh! I love that he gives me like half an hour of a warning, sort of. Yes! Okay, yeah, she was definitely the way to go. The game definitely is like trying it when they're like, when they tell you to use the Zav. Thank you for the help, Teddy. I really appreciate it. I gotta get ready for the day. I'm going to see a movie later. Thanks for the stream and for always being so sweet. See you later. Goodbye, Addison. I really appreciate you being here as always. Have an amazing day. Enjoy your movie. They give you this false allure using meteor to dodge missiles and stuff, but he's so clunky. Yeah, I was using that. I was trying to use meteor to dodge missiles, but I don't know. Sometimes it wasn't all the way filled up, and sometimes they used it way like in one of the previous attempts that I did. He did it like back to back, and I was like, well, I don't have meteor right now. So I'm fucked, you know what I mean? So, and it's so slow, like changing between demons. I think I got a sword. Yeah, I got a sword soon. So I wish if it was like quicker to switch between demons, that would have been awesome. That gets better later. Oh, okay, cool. Okay, yeah, that's awesome then. I wanted to get her an ability. Tranquil Mind, yes. For some reason, they locked basic mechanics behind skill tree. Oh, I see. The game is amazing. I bloodshot it in 20 hours. Wow, 20 hours is actually really short. I usually am super slow with these kinds of games. Oh, there you go. Switching to Aisha takes less. To Aisha. Is it Aisha? I heard him say Aisha, so I'm just gonna say Aisha. Shifting to Aisha takes less time. Oh, I like that. But I do want... Oh, now I want to get this one. Because I just complained about it. I literally just complained about it. So I feel an obligation to choosing that. I'm loving this game. I love the theme of it with like, you know... I was talking about it earlier, how... I like the idea of like a society that has I like a glimpse at a society that sees oh, that's fast. Okay, I like the idea of looking into a society that takes reincarnation as like a fact, you know what I mean? Like, because for our society, nothing is really like factual. Like, as far as we know, we die, that's it. Like, some people believe in reincarnation, some people believe in a lot of things, but in this game, it's like people take it as a fact. Like, they're like, okay, reincarnation is a thing, and here's how we deal with it. You know what I mean? And I like that. I like seeing that, and I like the idea of like, how is this gonna go? You know what I mean? Like, so yeah, I'm really intrigued in this game. I already played the demo, so I already know some stuff. But surprisingly, I think in the demo I used Aisha in that section, and I didn't like get hung up on like using Zav. So I don't think I got stuck that far. in that part in the last time, but yeah. Here's my house. But what's the matter?
でも
I can't go back to their world, can I? That's why we're here. Just stay close to me, okay? You can cross over into the living world for a bit if you stand near a watcher.
本当
Are you serious?
行きましょう
Okay, we're ready. Let's go, Kagashi. Devs say average players get 30, 50 hours. I'm at about 50 hours now with post game. Ooh, nice. I'm glad you're liking it. That makes me happy. I loved the demo. And I played it on stream and I loved it. But it was a month ago, so I was like, I need a refresher on the story. Let me play it from the beginning. Even for people who weren't here when I played the demo. And they may need like to know the story from the beginning. So yeah, I'm that annoying person that likes to see the whole map fill up. So yeah, don't mind me as I try to fill up the whole map and trying to get all the items that may be lost somewhere and stuff. But that's not too big of a game though. If the average person can do it like 50 hours, that's not like too much. I know for me, like, I'm usually on the like, if the average person needs 50 hours, I need probably like 60 or 70. So it's it's nice to see that it's not a super long game too. Father, mother. Come on, Kagashi, let's go. Okay, let's go. Don't need to hurry me like that. Oh my god, don't yell at me, girl.
行くともりだ。
If you don't mind seeing big numbers. Endgame combo. Ooh, girl. I don't know. I don't know if I'll be watching that. That endgame stuff. Greetings, we're watchers, and we have something to tell you.
あの
Something about your son. We're sorry to bring such a sensitive subject up without warning, but we need you to keep praying that he'll journey safely into the next life.
はい。
You needn't worry about that. We've been praying ever since he passed. We hope his next life will be a happy one.
ええ
We aren't grieving though. We wouldn't want him to lose his way. We want our happiness to be his guide. Let's hope so. Kagashi is such an asshole. He's like, ugh, I guess. Has something happened?
あの
Surely he's already crossed over by now.
いえ
I'm sorry to say he hasn't. In fact, he's right here by our side. But how? What happened? Mom? Dad? I want to go home. Let me come home. Oh, it's so sad. Don't cry. Stay strong.
ねえ
He's crying? Why is he crying? Kagashi is just like shaking his head like, no ma'am. I'm all alone. I don't want to be alone anymore.
おい。
He says he doesn't want to be alone.
ちょっと
Kagashi, no! Whatever you're hiding from him is holding him back.
いや。
But we...
ね
Honey, please. Forgive me.
えやっぱり
I can't just leave our little boy all alone. Oh, this was a mistake.
本当か
You know we can't bring him back.
はい
I do.
なら
Then you understand that you must go to him if you want to see him again.
ええ
I understand. I'm ready. The father's like, what the fuck? That took a turn. Oh, this is so sad. So that's how it is. I guess it was always meant to be this way. Oh, I don't like this. I'll go too. I can't bear to leave him. I just can't. So we're gonna kill them?
分かった
So you've made up your mind?
はい
We'll get to see him, won't we?
いや
I make no promises.
はい
Very well.
それでも
I'm ready. Do as you will. As long as this puts his soul at ease, I am satisfied. Mayura's like, I'm not a part of this. Understood. Leave the rest to us.
はい
待
Thank you.
っててね
We're on our way, son.
いいな
Any objections? None.
俺がやる
I'll do it. Kagashi's like, ugh, I'll do it. It's fine. Don't look, kid. I'm gonna kill your mom and dad right in front of you. So fucked up. Just hold still.
悲しんではいけない悲しみは
Oh, this is what they told him when his parents
迷
died.
えば迷えば生まれ変わる
Oh
ことが
wow,
できない
there's like the sun. You can see like the sun on my green screen.
輪
That's
廻
funny.
転生の祈りを込めて任務を全うするこの国では
Aww.
それが断りだから
You mustn't grieve. Grief fills the dead with regret. When the dead carry regret, they lose their way, and those who are lost cannot be reborn. And so, we watchers pray for reincarnation as we carry out our duties, for that is the way of this land. Ugh, I don't. Ugh, what an intro. Am I right? This is such an impactful intro to a video game, though. Oof. So intense. Literally so intense. Let me close my blinds because I don't like you guys being able to see that. I just disappeared into oblivion. I love having a green screen. I just disappear into an oblivion and I'm like, hey guys, I'm back. As if like nothing happened. I'm like, hey guys. Like the emote. Hey guys. Oh no, I haven't been reading this. Oh, they're just having conversations that are irrelevant. I don't like missing anything though. Oh, the Night Devil? Pff, don't worry about the likes of him. Us watchers will get it soon enough, you'll see. Is it true that you can't pass beyond the veil if the Night Devil kills you? Ah, who cares? Listen to me, this is serious. Join the Ark of Hope and guarantee your passage into the afterlife. It's the only way to ensure you'll be reincarnated with your friends and family. The Ark of Hope can save you, cultists. Join us for a meeting. No. Freaking cults. That's gonna be the next storyline, honeys. Us dealing with a freaking cult. Oh, not a cold, a cult. Yeah. This game hits on some topics, y'all. Did you hear the latest, Kagashi? The Night Devil bragged another one. Bragged? Bagged another one.
ちょっと
Quit talking like that.
はいはい
It must really like killing.
もう
I said quit it. Come on, knock it off. You wouldn't like them when they're angry.
いや
Oh no, not death talk. Anything but death talk.
おい
You want me to send you both off for good?
おい
We were just joking. It was all a joke. Sweet souls, you are terrifying. Come on, we are here. I love that Kagashi's like, do you want me to kill you both? Because I can. Idiots. They don't have an ounce of the willpower you do, Kagashi. I'm over it.
二人とも
Don't worry about taking them on. My voice acting, 10 out of 10. We know you've had it to make tough choices. You're good people. Everyone knows it.
まったく
They're hopeless anyway. You two should go get some rest. You've earned it.
そうだ
Hero Marsh is really nice. Deep in the heart of it, there is an area just bursting with gorgeous flowers.
おい
Hey, what are you doing? I thought that was our secret spot. Oh, stop it. There's no harm in telling them.
おい
You heard nothing. Got that?
も
Don't be stupid, Jigari.
ういい
Look out for Kagashi, okay? And come find me at the first sign of any trouble.
ありがとう
Thank you so much. I love you guys. Back at you. We'll see you later.
じゃあね
Okay, I'm gonna head off too. We should get some rest. I kind of wish there was like a little bit more voice acting, but at the same time, it kind of gives me like retro vibes when games didn't have, you know, voice acting. So I don't know. I'm kind of torn on it, especially because like I keep comparing everything to Fire Emblem, but I've been playing Fire Emblem, and every single line is like voiced. So yeah. Yeah? Huh. Unusual for you to start a conversation. Here, I pegged you as a quiet loner type. I can't believe how stupid they are. The nerve. Hero Marsh is a lovely place. Now that you've finished up your assignment, maybe you and Mayura should go check it out. Once you've visited the secret spot, you'll never forget it. It's beautiful. Try to keep it a secret, okay? Absent-minded watcher. I love that they give everyone like a name. This place has a nice view. I stop by here from time to time to relax. Without peace of mind, we cannot hope to bring peace to others. That's true. That's true. That's why I always say, as a streamer, you need to take breaks. You need to take care of your mental health, because if you don't take care of yourself, how are you supposed to like be a light for people who are looking for entertainment, and for people who are looking to get distracted from their daily lives? Like, how are you supposed to provide that if you're consumed in your like burnout, in your depression, in your anxiety? Like, that's why as streamers we have a big responsibility in taking care of ourselves offline, so that, you know, we can help others, you know. That's my little TED talk about that, I guess. But obviously I'm playing this game. What is everybody playing these days? Thin-browed watcher. I feel for you. Then again, I bet the only thing on your mind is closing this case. Maybe it's better that way. Slouching watcher. This is me slouching all the time. Work's finally finished. I think I'll have myself a proper nap once I'm home. Aw. Although I'm not much of a napper myself. I never take naps.
Oi.
Come with me, all of you. Those fools in the Ark of Hope have lost their minds. Oh god, we're dealing with the cult. What have they done now?
やつら
Their disciples have taken their own lives without authorization. Do you see that? Like, there's like, people have to ask for authorization to take their own life. That's weird.
それで
Who was among them?
それは
I don't have names. There are 30 dead already.
そうか
What?
たく
We had watchers keeping an eye on them and everything. I can't believe this is happening. We have to hurry.
お前は
Kagashi, I want you to check the area and see if any of the dead have become lost. Make your way to the northern plaza in the ruins. Alright, here I
二人
go.
は
Itoha and Jigari, you talk to the disciples down below and figure out what's going on.
行くわよ。
Understood. Let's go, Jigari. Jigari? Higari? I don't know. Moving out.
よし
I want the rest of you to secure the area. Kujo, you're in command. Like, okay. I have to report to Leon. Like, okay, fine. Ooh, honey. Things escalate rather quickly in this game. It's like, you're just playing and you're like, okay, cool. I go between, you know, the world of the living, the world of the dead. Simple enough, you know, fair enough. And then all of a sudden it's like, so, there's a cult and 30 of them killed themselves. And there's that. And then it's like, oh yeah, there's a little boy that died. And now his parents want to kill themselves. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, just the heaviest of topics. All of a sudden, it's like, whoa, okay. You can, so definitely, as a disclaimer, I guess this game, I would put a trigger warning on this game, like, because it does have a lot of death references. I wouldn't recommend this to people who may be suicidal, or people that struggle, I guess, with the topic of death and stuff like that. You can instantly travel to various destinations using the world map. Simply examine a waystone, select fast travel, and move to the world map. Alright. Refined old man. Say, you've always been that young? Oh, you're not my wife. Pardon me, son. Okay. Just casually mistaken for a woman. The life. This is what my life has become. Did you guys know that actually happened to me? I don't know if I talked about it before. Well, I think I must have. But I used to have long hair, and at work it used to be like in a little bun, I guess. So from the back, I guess people could see the little bun sticking out, and I just wore a hat, and everybody, guys and girls, had the same like uniform. So from the back, someone was like, "Ma'am," and I was like, "Oh no, they must not be talking to me, right?" And they kept being, "Ma'am," and I was like, "Oh no, they are talking to me." And then I turned and they were like, "Oh," and I was like, "What can I help you? How can I help you?" And they were like, they did their order, and then afterwards they were like as they were ordering, I guess, they sort of made like a comment, like instead of like apologizing for it and be done for, they were kind of like, "Oh, you know, looking like that, I guess you were asking to be misgendered, I guess." And I was like, I just sort of like, I had to use everything in my power to not go off because I was at work and I didn't want to get fired. So I was like, did you just blame me for like your stupidity for assuming that I was a girl because I have long hair? I was like, keep yourself composed. But yeah, Unrelated, but that just reminded me of that. Have you heard of the ancient evil that's on the loose? Terrifying, isn't it? I'm also that bitch that talks to everybody, like every single NPC, so enjoy that. Mischievous boy. You know about the Watchers? They're so cool. I'm gonna be one someday. Can you just become a Watcher? Is that a career choice in this game? Insistent youth. What's your deal? You think it's weird that I look after kids? Or what? I don't care about them one way or another, but my grandma went and got them all emotionally attached. Okay. Okay. Many lost souls wander beyond the veil. Good things may come to those who lend them a sympathetic ear. Oh, okay. It's like karma points. I'm down for some karma. Sweet girl, has anyone told you you look like Lo and Woo? Thank you. Is that a compliment?
世界渡りするぞ
Hi kid, can I help you? You're a watcher. I bet you knew my buddies then, huh? Don't know who I mean? Yoga and Wooken, of course. The famed watcher duo. You know that Goliath axe they wield? I want to hold it in my last moments. Bring me one, will ya? Just casually, okay, I'll bring you, I guess, my friend's weapons. That's a thing I can do. Okay, I'm sure.
世界渡りするぞ
Random ass request. It's like, hey, I want to hold an axe before I die. Is that okay? Sure. Whatever you say, sir. Whatever you want. I'm whatever. Mellifluous man. The hero returns. His arms break chains. Are they warm flame or cool blade? What do you think? I composed it while imagining a watcher I've yet to meet. With any luck, he'll be a hero. Okay, are you talking about me? Oh my god. My first fan. Hey, Remoose. It's so nice to see you. How are you? I'm playing this wonderful game called Oninaki. I was very happy and surprised to be given a code from Square Enix. So I'm having a blast. This is like an action JRPG game. What a good way to get back into streaming. I also got a green screen, so like I can just like, you know, be in the world of the game and be like, hi guys, I'm here as well, you know. How are you, baby doll? I'm good. I'm good. I definitely I needed a break for sure. I was getting a little burnt out and resentful a little bit and so yeah, I'm glad to be back and to like not put so much pressure and expectations on myself and just sort of like take it easy as I go so I don't like burn out again. But yeah, so far so good. I'm so glad I decided to take the leap and get back to streaming randomly today. I was gonna wait because I'm having a background being made for like, you know, when I hang out with people in my like IRL scene. But it's gonna take a couple weeks, and I was like, I don't know if I want to be gone for like a month. So I was like, you know what? And then today I got the code randomly, and I was like, this is like a sign. I should probably do it. And then like I just went for it. You live for JRPGs? Yes. I feel yeah, always a good thing to re-energize. For sure, for sure. What have you been playing? Square Enix pulling you back in, huh? Yes! Only Square Enix, am I right? Like, only Square Enix could do that. No, just kidding. There's multiple reasons and people and companies that could do it, but Square Enix is a good contender. I grew up with their stuff, so that's, you know. Why do you look so familiar? Have we met before, young man? Well, oh my god, doggo! Oh, I can't pet the dog? Oh my god, look at it! Oh my god, baby! Oh, doggy. So freaking cute. Can't pet the dog, the homophobia. I know, right? Oh my god. You know what? Pros, really good game. Cons, can't pet the dog. Adding it to the list of cons in this game. You need something or what? Sorry, let me start over. I'm not much of a people person. They say I've got no social graces. I love that they labeled this person as an easygoing woman, and she's literally like, I have no social graces. I'm not a people person. Like, how's that easygoing? How's that supposed to be easygoing, Square Enix? Tokyo Factory. Square Enix is just the publisher, you know. Okay, I'm just going all around, looking at, like, literally talking to all the NPCs because I'm that bitch. You look pretty tough mentally, I mean. Eyes forward, you've got a purpose. My dad would have liked you. He always told me staying mentally tough was the key. Yeah, and this game like really reinforces that because like as I walk around, the map just sort of like unveils and I'm like, I want to unveil all of it. I want to see every single corner of this. So I like doing that. I've been looking for the big bro, but I can't find him anywhere. Oh. Waystones mark the boundary between the living world and the beyond. Here you can commune with your demons and prepare them for battle. Yeah. Manage your demons here using R to shift between demons between battle. Yeah. Fast travel. You can adjust the oh, that's a really good pro difficulty. You can adjust the difficulty anytime. And then any enemy that respawns will be at the new difficulty that you selected. That's cool. A lot of the times with difficulties, you get stuck in like whatever difficulty you're in the beginning of the game. That's just sort of like the one that you have to go with. But I like that you can like change. People get hella bored if I stream an RPG because I grind a ton of levels and try to 100% everything. Oh, I'm not 100%. I'm not a completionist. But I like speaking to like all the NPCs. I like to go around and yeah. So I don't even go around to get everything and to talk, like, you know what I mean? Like, I just like literally talk to everyone. Do be careful that children tend to play around here. We wouldn't want anyone getting hurt. And the thing with me is like I do that, but then eventually I get kind of burned out from the game, so I'll be like, I just want to finish it. So I just do the main quests and all of a sudden it's like everything else is irrelevant to me. Especially if I grind a little bit, I'm like, oh girl, I'm over leveled and now I can just finish the game and I don't need to do anything else. I did that in Final Fantasy X. I remember specifically being like, oh, I'm over leveled. I don't need to level up anymore. And I just get bored. And I'm like, yeah, I hit the peak. I don't need to level up anymore. Unless I were to do like the dark summons and stuff like that, but girl, too much work. My husband doesn't know his own limits. He's not as young as he used to be. Ooh, girl, shade. There's some shade right there. What have you been... Let me start that again. What have you been playing? You're one of the watchers, aren't you? My grandson is a watcher too. Everyone loves him. Keep up the good work now. Aw, that was sweet. Aw. We went from like shade to like really sweet. I like that. I like that change of pace. In the story, we're currently dealing with like a cult. So there's that. Hey, you're one of the ones headed to the ruins, aren't you? I'm staying here on security detail. Basically, this game has a very, I guess, a very heavy-handed theme of like afterlife and people like who are lost souls, basically people who are like stuck in between realms, and you gotta help them like get to a place where they can like be reborn. Um, and now we're dealing with like a cult that basically like 30 members or something of it just killed themselves or something. So there's that. Very very much like trigger warning for this game when it comes to death and suicide and stuff like that. Sorry, I don't know. Honest, we were just told to recruit, nothing more. I don't think anyone's told them the whole story. Ignorant or not, we can't allow them to keep up their recruiting. Oh, I'm losing my voice. Uh they say they don't know anything. After everything that's happened to their friends, how awful. Ah, that's like sad. That's like really sad. I'm like so sorry about it. Why is my voice so so like so raspy? That's what I wanted to say. There was once a horror they called The Executioner. Everyone was terrified of it. Don't you hate when you get those hiccups? You're like, eek. I got that once at work, and I was like trying to talk to the customer. This was a long time ago, I think. This was like, yeah, I think this was at my previous job, and I was like, like trying to talk through it. Like I would feel the hiccup coming, and I would like stop talking, and then I would be like, okay, so what do you want? And then I'll be like, and I'll be like internally hiccup. Oh my god, it was the worst. I remember I literally, there was also a time where I literally got a hiccup for like 24 hours. I literally was like, I could not stop. Like it would stop for like maybe a few minutes, but my body was already like weirdly in that habit of like hiccuping that I would like, I literally like, it would be like, I wouldn't hiccup for like an hour and then it would start again. And it was so weird. It was one of the weirdest things ever. You watchers sure do work at your own pace. Ooh, the shade. What are you trying to say, ma'am? She has like she has a sharp tongue for literally. I could literally send her, and by sending her, I mean I could kill her. And she's like, you guys really do work at your own pace, huh? Like, throwing all the shade at me. My boyfriend said the charm he gave me would help us meet in the next life. Isn't that romantic? I must keep it safe. If you and your love each carry one of these charms, you'll be sure to find each other in the next life. I'm so glad she accepted mine. Do you see? This is the kind of culture that a society that believes in the afterlife would have. Like, people trying to make money off of it, being like, so if you buy this necklace and you're both wearing it, you're gonna meet each other in the afterlife. That's totally how it works. Like, it's really interesting how they built this like world. I need you to make a sweep for any victims who may have turned lost. You'll be checking the Tepo ruins. Ujo and the others are already en route. Be on the lookout for any fallen along the way. I'm definitely losing my voice. This is weird. Why am I losing my voice? It's probably because I'm not used to streaming and talking for too long nowadays. Look at me. I'm not like used to streaming. It's such a weird thing to say. But yeah, I'm gonna take a little break though. I've been streaming for 3 hours now, so I'm gonna take a little breakaroo. And when I'm back, I will continue. I will continue Oninaki. I'm having a blast with it, so I hope you guys are liking it too. If you need to take a break, I totally understand. You want to like take a break, stretch your legs, get a snack. I'll be right back. Okay? I'm back. Guess who's back in the house? Heels keep clacking about. Sorry. It takes me I'm still getting used to everything, so it like takes me a while to get like to take the green screen like oh, why is it flickering over there? Ma'am? Ma'am? Why are you flickering? What's wrong with you? There you go. Also, my webcam is not memorizing my settings, so like the lighting keeps changing and I keep having to like fix it. Anyway, irrelevant to the conversation. Still playing Oninaki, very thankful for Square Enix for providing me this game for free. I just realized I literally didn't open my bot for this entire time. I literally just realized I didn't open my bot this entire time. And I should have had my bot also do a thing where it like says thanks to Square Enix and where you can get the game and stuff because it's a really good game. But I literally just started my bot. So sorry. So sorry. I literally forgot that that was a thing that I needed to stream. So there's that. I think I'm supposed to go up north right now. In the story of this game, we're currently dealing with a cult that basically had 30 of its members I guess kill themselves in order for them to I don't know, they don't have a reasoning, I guess. They haven't revealed any reasoning. But in this game, everything the theme is like reincarnation and everyone believes in that and like that's what happens when you die and stuff like that. So yeah. How are the controls for this game? Responsive? Yeah, I like everything seems pretty like standard. You have like one button for like your standard attack. You got one button for like ability. Actually, you get multiple buttons as you get new skills for your daemons. But it's pretty responsive. There's like every character is different. So I have one character that's like quicker, and then I have one character that's a little bit clunkier. So every character I guess has a different like play style. But so far it feels pretty standard. It feels pretty like responsive. Yeah. Hey, watch it, pal. I'm all out of charms, so get out of here and don't come back. Excuse you? Literally so rude. I do nothing and these NPCs are like snapping at me. One of my gripes about this game, and I've talked about this already, is that it lacks background music. Like there's a lot of times where you can only hear like ambient sounds. There's not a lot of voice acting either, so a lot of the times you're literally just listening to like ambient sounds. So that's something that I personally I'm not the biggest fan of, because I like when a video game has like every town has a different song playing and you kind of you start recognizing the music, and there's like a nostalgia too, like of like you associating a song with a certain part of the game. Like finding the soundtrack on like Spotify or Apple Music or even YouTube. You know, like there's something special to like a soundtrack, which I feel like the game does have one, but it's not very often. Not very often. having like music playing. I've put out the fire and told my son-in-law where to change the wee one's diaper. That's enough, right? Still, I worry. Yeah, when it comes to this game, the music is definitely like lacking. As someone who's like very into music, and sometimes I get distracted or I start singing along to the background music, it's definitely something that I'm having kind of like a hard time. Okay, now there's music, but the music like comes and goes, I guess. It doesn't fully like it doesn't like loop entirely. I don't know how to explain it. You there, you're a watcher, yes? I thought so. You have an aura of power about you. Forgive me for stopping you. Criminals, fallen. It all comes and goes. Hang on, mama. I'm gonna ease your suffering. What? What are you talking about? So random. What a random thing to say. Oh, we're going to the Teppo ruin. The Teppo. Oh, girl, I turned off my... There you go. I turned off my fan for a second and I was like, oh no, this is no good. We need to turn it on, honey. I mean, that's where we need to go, but I kind of, I was kind of wanting to do that, like, side... It felt like a side quest of sorts. You know, I thought there was like a side quest. Like the kid wants the axe or something. But I don't know if I can get the axe because I don't think the person is in here. So I may have to go do the Teppo. Need to go to the Teppo place. The taco place, yes. That's exactly what I mean. I love the captions. Like, yeah, that's totally what I meant there. Yeah, I don't know where they are. I don't know where those two are. This is the world of the dead, basically, where I'm at. Not the world of the dead. It's kind of like a second, I guess, realm. Where, like, there's, like, creatures. And there's also, like, lost souls in it. So I'm like that girl in that TV show that would talk to ghosts and stuff, and she would like bring them to their like significant others and they could have like a very meaningful conversation, and she was able to like be the middle person. You know who I'm talking about? Like, she's like, I think her name is Jennifer Love Hewitt or something. I think that's her name. And there was that show that I watched a little bit of. It was so weird. I remember at some point, like, her husband dies, and then, like, he possesses the body of her new boyfriend, so, like, she's still technically with her ex. Well, not... Do you still call them an ex if they died? Anyway, regardless, it was weird. It was weird. Oh, there's a chest that I was not expecting. Is there a chest in this version? Oh, there's not. See, guys, this is why I always complete the maps every time that I can, because there's always something missing. And this game is extra annoying in that sense because extra annoying for you guys to watch me, because I will complete both maps in like both realms. It's not annoying to me to play. So that's a positive of the game, but it's a negative for anyone watching me play through it because that's how I play games of this nature. I like to inspect every corner, and then whatever items I get, I like to not use them all game because I'm always saving them for a future time, and then that future time never comes because I end up being over leveled or something. Or I always think there's always a next boss, and at some point there isn't a next boss, as you can probably guess. So there's a little insight to what life is like for me as a gamer, I guess. That's an insight of how I play video games of this nature, I should say. I like how different it looks. I like how like it's colorful and cute, and then like you just move on and it's like purple and dark. I do like this color scheme though. I do like that color scheme. Anyway, let's go to the Teppo, Lost Town. Okay. If I were to give this game a rating of like whether or not I recommend it, I definitely say like play it. I definitely recommend. I definitely give it a yes. Oh, okay, you're gonna get a little bit of combat now. Gonna get a look at how the combat is. Because I do like how it has a different story, right? Like, not a lot of games have this approach to death, or even, like... I don't know, like... A lot of games kind of, like, go away from these themes that are a little more, like, heavy and stuff like that, so... It's pretty cool, and there's the curiosity of, like, how they're gonna take this theme, right? And how they're gonna, like, move forward. And what kind of shenanigans will happen, because as we can see, there's already like we're dealing with families already that have like that thing where they wanna you know, they can't handle living in this world without their loved ones, so they ask us to like, you know, bring them to them and stuff like that. So that's very interesting for sure. The thing about these games sometimes as a streamer is that I focus on them a little bit, and I always get actually, this is a struggle that I have. Every time that I stream, I'm always concerned if I'm like focusing on the game too much, or if I should, you know, start random conversations that I have nothing to do with the game. Like, I always have those thoughts running through my head. Today, although, I'm trying to be a little less, like of an overthinker. And I'm trying to have that approach for my streams moving forward. Because, oh shoot. Oh no, ma'am. I just realized I don't have any healing. Damn. Damn. Gotta be careful, ma'am. Girl. But as you can see, like, there's different mechanics. Like, one of Zav is the character that I'm playing right now. He's kind of like for the Final Fantasy fans, he's kind of like a Dragoon, where he, like, you know, he does the jump attack, and he's like an armored knight of sorts, and he has a spear, so it's very, like, very that. And here I am trying to be super careful because I only have 19 health. A good thing about this game is that it autosaves, but I feel like that's becoming the standard these days. I feel like every game autosaves nowadays. Oh, crap. I died! No! In the arms of the angel, fly away. Oh no. I should have a death counter. I don't even know though how many times I've died. So that's irrelevant, right? Oh, I forgot my water bottle. Well, just as I thought. Trash. God damn it. Freaking Jasmine Masters. Why did she have to be transphobic that one time? She has so many quotable moments. Why did she take those away from me by being problematic? Why did she do that to me personally? I feel offended. She ruined her own quotes. Oh, but this is like a big gripe of mine though. I keep talking about it, but like the music. I feel like long term, like especially if you're doing grinding in this game, I feel like it's gonna be a problem. If like, you know, you want to play your favorite game, or you want to play a game and like you're in a dungeon and you're like spending a lot of time in it, and like there's periods when there's no music, that's kind of a problem to me personally. I guess I'm just gonna have to be careful because I don't have any healing items on me. Although with Zav it's kind of easier, especially this Sight Stealer or whatever you want to call them. These are kind of like mini boss fights in a way. Because usually the Realm of the Dead, I keep forgetting what it's called. But that's usually like in darkness. But if you defeat these mini boss fights, it kind of like they reveal light in that section of the world. So that's really useful for like, that's really useful when you wanna explore that, because you're usually like, you're a one-hit kill if you go to that realm and you're not like protected, I guess. If there's no light in it, I guess we're kind of in trouble. Look at me, not like getting damaged at all. I hope I didn't just jinx myself by saying that, huh? Oh, I definitely did. I definitely just jinxed myself. Shit. Oh, love that. Oh, love that. Oh, lovely. Everything was going so well. Everything was going so well. I just have to be patient, not patient. I get greedy in these games. Oh, crap! I landed the second he hit. That's very unfortunate. But yeah, I get really greedy. I would be really bad at like Dark Souls and stuff like that. I can already tell. Like I get impatient. And I'm like, oh, I got this. And then I don't got this. You know what I mean? Oh, God. Oh, no, I didn't jump. Oh, God. Oh, that was so close, Maria. Fuck. I died again. This is like, you're just watching a playthrough of like Ruby dies for like 2 hours. You know what I mean? It's like the whole time you're watching me, I'm dying. No, I was doing so well. The problem with Zav is that he gets a little clunky. So like sometimes if you get stuck in an area, you're like, you just can't like teleport out of it. I do wish there was some sort of item store or something. Oh, this is dangerous. Oh, that's spooky. That's why I need to defeat that monster. Get the light back in that like realm. I don't want to use her all the time though. I want to use Zav. Because I don't want her to get all the experience. You know what I mean? I want him to get some experience too. Although it's fairly easy to like switch to her, I definitely need to unlock whatever skill tree thing on his side to like make it faster to switch to him. Because it's quite a long time to switch characters. And that's not good if you're in like a boss fight. You know what I mean? But honestly, these days have been like nice. I'm not gonna lie, it's only this week. Like, I think this is my 3rd week. This was gonna be my 3rd week without streaming. Don't quote me on that. I don't fully remember like how long it's been. And this is like the longest break I've ever taken from streaming. Even like there was a point where I was streaming every day, and then I basically took like a 1 or 2 day break, and then I went back to it. You know what I mean? So like I never really take breaks, long-term breaks on Twitch and stuff like that. So that was a first for me. But it was really nice. Like I actually got to experience like what's like to be productive and like do things that are not like streaming related. But I also like, I'm not gonna lie, it took me a minute to like figure out like what kind of things work better for me when it comes to like productivity. If there's like any tricks and stuff. Like for me, bullet journaling really helped me because like you set goals every month, and then you can like add tasks and you can add things to your day. And like sometimes if like when you're in doubt, like for me, I would get overwhelmed. Like I don't know what to do with my day, or like I don't know what to do with my free time. So a lot of times I would get overwhelmed and not do anything. But with the bullet journal, it's really easy because you just go back to your like monthly goals and monthly tasks, and you're just like, okay, I'll just do that today. I was doing so well that one time. You know what I mean? Like you can just set like monthly tasks, and then you get those tasks and you're like, okay, I can do that today, I can do that tomorrow, and you just sort of like just look at that all the time and be like, okay, this is what I want to do today and stuff. And then like at the end of the month, you get to choose like, I haven't gotten to that point yet because I started like literally like this week or like last week, I don't remember. Yeah, I started last week actually. And it was nice to be able to be like, okay, so tomorrow I'm doing this, and then by the time I'm like, I want to say it, I just write it down on the next day like plan, on like that diary entry, I guess, for the next day. So you're like, okay, I'm gonna do that tomorrow. So by the time you think about it, you're like, okay, let me write that down. And then the next day comes and you're like, okay, is this something that I still want to do? Does it make sense to do this today? And then I'm like, okay, I'll do that. Like for example, today I was actually gonna clean my room, but I was like, no, I'm gonna stream. Like then I felt like I got, by getting this code, I was like, okay, this is a sign I need to be streaming. So I streamed instead, so I'll end up adding that to tomorrow's task list. So, but I still worked out, you know what I mean? There's like some things that are like, I kind of make those like dailies. And I kind of like, honestly, I kind of see them as like kind of a game, like my daily tasks, you know, my daily quests. And there's certain things that are like my dailies, and certain things that are kind of like important missions, and I don't know. I'm just, bullet journaling is really interesting, and it's an interesting way of being mindful, because like for me, I'm always like all over the place. I'm like, oh, I should do this, I should do that, and then it was really nice having that moment of like, oh yeah, I can just write that down for tomorrow. You know what I mean? It's like, instead of me having all of those things in my head and having to keep track of all of those thoughts of like, I should do this, I should do that, I want to do this, I want to do that. Just like having a place where I can write all of those down and actually like get them done. You know what I mean? And it's very intuitive. It's like, it's very like, as you just learn, basically you just earn. Oh my god, I just got stuck talking. After you learn the basics of like bullet journaling, everything just sort of like makes sense, and you just sort of go as like how it makes sense to you. Oh my god, I have 6 health and literally send help. Oh shit. Oh no, I need to like open this thing, because this is the right. There you go. That's how you unlock the light. Oh crap, I literally died immediately. As I got in, I literally died immediately because I only had 6 health. Oh damn it. Oh, that's me. With some chipstick. Oh no, I don't think this is gonna count it. Shit. I don't think that's gonna count it. Because yeah, this is where my last save spot was. So I'm gonna have to do that all over again. God damn it. Aw, shit. I worked so hard. Guess I should have tried harder to like not die. Or to not be closer to death or something. That's what I get for like literally spending all my money. Not my money. I don't think there's like in-game currency either. Huh. But that's what I get for spending all of my incenses. To be fair, it was a boss fight. Like, what else was I supposed to do? You know what I mean? Like, that's what you do. You use all of your resources in boss fights. But, oh well. This is what I get for playing in, like, normal. I should have just picked, like, casual for streaming. But I don't like breezing through a game. You know what I mean? Like, I never. It's very rare that I will pick, like, the easiest difficulty. And I don't know what it is. Like, I don't know. Maybe I just like a little bit of a challenge, I guess. I did remember I played a game. I think it was on stream, too. It must have been on stream. And the game was, like, I put it in, like, an easier mode. I don't remember if it was the easiest, but there was a part of me that liked it. I was like, oh my god, I'm just breezing through the game. This is great. But I don't know, like, this game is like, it's not frustrating. That's kind of the thing. It's like, it's not really frustrating when you die. It just makes you, oh, frack. It just makes you want to, like, try harder, you know what I mean? And I'm not, fuck. I'm not usually the type to, like, try hard, you know what I mean? But I like it. I don't know. Yeah, I need to, like, keep my health loss at, like, a minimum. Because there's still plenty of game to go through in this, like, dungeon, I guess. Crap. As I'm like literally like more than halfway down my health bar. This guy is really hard to beat though. I should probably compare like how much damage I do with like either character. That's a good idea. Shit. Ah! She doesn't do a lot more damage. The thing is, like, she's faster, so I can probably get more hits in for, like, the same time that he gets, like, a couple, you know what I mean? But I don't know, he gets hits like he's stronger, I guess. Oh shit. Can I go to the menu? Oh, that's very useful. I can literally get my skill tree in the middle of a fight. That's useful. Usually they kind of lock that out in the middle of like, oh yay, the memory. Okay, it's free, so I'll get to watch that later. I'll get to watch some lore. I forgot about that. Aerial strike, increase the power of jump attacks. Oh, that's so good. Critical hits, increase defense. Strike at your enemies while your daemon attacks from above. Skills triggered while manifested, gain a manifestation effect. Evade for longer while jumping. I like this one because I use a lot of aerial attacks, so it's definitely useful for them to be stronger. Since I was just talking about how I needed them to be stronger. Stronger than yesterday. There's nothing on my way. My loneliness ain't killing me no more. Why do I feel like I'm doing the exact same damage? It said something about being able to change direction, air. Is that a different ability? Probably. Ah! Whoa! Oh shit! 1 health. God damn it. I want to try, maybe I'll do better with her, but I don't want to keep like using her. I keep dying, y'all. What's wrong with me? I guess I can always change to like casual when it like occasions like I don't want to like take advantage of that though. You know what I mean? I don't want to like play it like, oh, this part is too hard, I want to change it to easy, and then it's like, oh, this is too easy, I want to change it to like medium again. You know what I mean? Like I don't want that. I don't know, I could just I don't know. Oh my god. Baby, let me love you down. Randomly thought of that. Said, oh my god. Usher hasn't really been releasing music, has he? It's so weird how like, even Justin Timberlake, if I think about it, like a lot of like people that are like super relevant in a specific time frame, like they just like sort of disappear. Is it like, I don't even know what that phenomenon is like, because it's like I don't think that he just like started being irrelevant. You know what I mean? Like when it comes to Usher, I was like, he was the first one that I kind of thought of. Like, why does that happen? Why did I also just like run into his fist while he was like punching me? Like, why is that a thing? Girl. Did I get a lance already? I'm like, did I? No, I didn't get this. It's not a lance, it's a spear, Ruby, by the way. Like, first of all. A lance and a spear is not the same thing. Is it not the same thing, though? I'm now just thinking about it. Is it? I guess it's like sort of different. It's like a different type of spear, I guess. I don't know. Listen, I'm not I'm not qualified to talk about weaponry. Ooh, yes, interrupt her, honey. Get her, Jade. Fuck. No, no, I knew it. I was like, he's gonna get me. He's gonna get me one way or another. Literally 3 health. Like, what am I supposed to do with this? Watch me survive. No, I'm not gonna do that. I knew it. I was like, the second I said that, the second I said, watch me survive that, I knew that was gonna be my end. I knew it. Oh my god. Ooh. Oh well, yeah. I was gonna try it with the female character whose name I forgot. Aisha. I was gonna do it with her, as her. I don't know. I'm already used to the jumping though, but I can try. It takes so long to switch to him. His like land attacks are so low. So what does everybody have planned for the remainder of the week? Where are you gonna be? Are you working on anything for this week? Do you have any specific goals? Any events happening? Let me know. My mom's gonna be off tomorrow. I'm not sure if she wants to go out, if she wants to hang out, if she wants to do something. So that's a mystery. Most likely it's gonna end up as like me just cleaning my room, because I don't know. I'm assuming she's gonna be tired. Although she's gonna be on vacation. So her vacation starts tomorrow. So she might not mind like going out and then like just resting the next day. Because sometimes she only gets like 1 day off at a time, you know what I mean? Like she gets 1 day off and then she works like 3 or 4 days and then she gets another one. So she might. So sometimes when she gets only 1 day off at a time, she's like, yeah, I don't want to go out because I don't want to be tired. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to be tired tomorrow because I went out today. So I'm not sure. But I definitely want to keep working out. I'm using this. Some of you already know that I use it. But I use Boxing Fitness on the Switch to work out. And I've been using like the 40... It's like 45 or 35 minutes. I think it's 35 minutes. 35-minute workout. I think it should help me get more like stamina for like work and stuff like that, you know what I mean? Ah shit, I was distracted looking like what's head. Because my job can get really intense when it comes to like, I work at a coffee shop, so yeah, I definitely need more stamina and stuff like that, because we do, I mean, it's not long hours, but it's like, it's your, you know, it's your average like 8 hours, whatever, you know what I mean? Catching up on work, started going to the gym 5 times a week because you've been lazy for far too long. Nice! How's that been going for you? That's so nice to hear. Yeah, I kind of hit that point too where I was like, oh, I need to not anymore. Like, I'm like, work is way more tiring than it should be. So that needs to change. Also, I need to, like get up and like do something. And be more active, and that will help me with other things in my life, you know what I mean? Like I'll be less tired for work, which will help me like have the energy to like do other things when I'm home. And I think generally just like working out makes you feel like productive, makes you feel like you've done, because you've done something good to yourself, you know what I mean? You're like, wow, that was time well spent. Like I was healthy, I did good for myself. if I keep doing it, I'm gonna see progress. You know what I mean? It's like one of those things where like, oh shit. It's one of those things where you just feel proud of yourself, kind of thing. So that's nice. There's this number that keeps calling me every single day, and I have no idea who it is, so I never pick it up. And like, I'm getting annoyed, like, and I don't want to be rude and like pick up the phone and be like, stop calling me. But at this, just in case, like it's like work related or whatever. But like, nobody has notified me. Like, if it was work stuff, I'm sure someone at this point would have been like, hey, someone from like work is trying to call you. But I don't know if it's like a marketing thing either, so I'm like, oh god, I died again. But it's like annoying me because they keep calling me every single day, like multiple times in a day, and I'm like, at this point I'm like, I feel bad like when I finally pick up, if someone is gonna be like, oh my god, finally. And like, what do I say if they say that? Or do I just ignore or whatever? I don't know. Honestly, I should just be honest and be like, if there comes a case where they're like, we've been calling you every day and stuff, I would be like, yeah, I don't know the number, so that's why I never picked up, but you guys were very persistent, so I just figured I would like finally pick up. Oh, this must be so annoying to watch. You're like, girl, just can you finally like do this or like lower the difficulty or something? It must be so frustrating watching me right now. You're like, girl, what are you doing? Oh. But yeah, working out is definitely recommended. And you definitely have to choose something that works for you. Like, if Just Dance is like the workout that works for you, then awesome. You know what I mean? It's like, sometimes people try to diminish others, being like, oh, you use an app for that, or like, oh, you watch a YouTube video for that, or like, oh, you use a video game to work out. It's like, whatever gets people moving and gets them like healthier and burning calories and you know what I mean? Just whatever it is, like, people shouldn't be ashamed, or like, there isn't like I guess there is kind of like a right way to work out. But working out for me, like, in order for me to be able to like sustain it, it has to be something that I enjoy. And surprisingly, like, boxing fitness is something that I enjoy. Like, I don't, it's like a weird thing where like boxing is such like a mask thing, but at the same time it's like the game is kind of like rhythmic, kind of like a rhythm game mixed with like a working out game. So like I end up having a lot of like, not necessarily a lot of fun, but it's like easier. It's not even that it's easier, because I sweat so much when I play that. But I don't know, it just like clicks with me, I guess. It's like I feel like I'm being active, but I'm also like, I also low-key feel like I'm learning self-defense, kind of, sort of. And it's cool because you feel like you're working out different parts of your body as well. Like, I don't know how they do it, but like certain punches and certain like things that the game has you do, like works out your legs, works out your abs, works out your sides, your back. Like, you end up doing like different exercises within one like thing, you know what I mean? And that's kind of the thing that I don't like about traditional working out. It's like, there's leg day, there's back day, there's chest day, and it's like usually sitting or being at a machine that you don't even enjoy that much. And just the gym, just I don't like the concept of the gym, because it's just like strangers all around you, like judging you, some of them not obviously judging you, but it's not my favorite concept, let me just say that. Unless I were to go to like a nice gym, or if I were to go to like, if I were to be able to afford like a personal trainer, because that's kind of the thing too, like I wouldn't want to get hurt while working out. So like, my thing is like I would probably need a personal trainer for at least like a month, I guess. And they always say that like people always say that it's better to get a personal trainer because then he'll have like or she'll have they will have like workouts and like they will have routines that are specifically catered to you and your body type and your goals. That freaking tree, I swear. I swear, this freaking tree is like ruining me. Literally so rude. Why, how did I miss that? Don't you hit me. Sometimes I land on those hits and I'm like, oh yes. He's definitely gonna slap me the second I get down, but sometimes he doesn't, so that's nice. Like this, you know, I just got slapped. I thought I was already mid-air. I didn't realize I was gonna get slapped. Oh shit. Why am I still stuck here? I feel so dumb right now. I literally feel so dumb. It's hard though, like not having a not having like potions or like incenses like they call in this game. It's hard. Okay, let me try. Let me try playing as her against him. Oh, I already got punched. That doesn't really mean anything though. Oh, just kidding. I guess you just sort of have to like understand like the best place to like dash into. You can't just like go willy-nilly. Or like literally in front of the fists or whatever, you know what I mean? Whoop. I changed the map. I don't know how I did that, but I changed the map location. That's funny. How did I do that? Oh shit. Like, how did I even change how the map is like looking or whatever? I don't remember how to toggle the map back. I don't like the mini map like this. I keep running. I keep wanting to go into the direction of the fist. I need to not. It's funny because I don't feel like I'm doing more damage, but it feels like I'm doing it quicker with her. I did it again. I don't know how I did that. Just side note. Oh shit. No, wrong button. I pressed circle instead of X to... Why is this so hard? I need to change this. I need to change the difficulty. This is getting out of control. This is getting out of control, y'all. I keep hovering to see my viewer count, guys. I clicked on the thing to hide it, but I keep hovering over it to see how many I have, and I told myself I wasn't gonna do that. But I need to be honest with you and say that I'm actually doing it. Wait, no, battle? Language, English. No. Wait, log order, all that. How do I change the difficulty? Do I have to be in like this thing? Oh, difficulty. There you go. Sorry guys, I have to change to casual. I have to change to casual. We're not going anywhere. If I stay in that if I stay in that difficulty, we're not going anywhere, okay? Let me change to him. Now it should be easier to like play as him. I wonder how it's like for like people who play Dark Souls and stuff like that to see gamers like me with like failing so hard so often and then being like, I'm just gonna change difficulties. I feel like that's why they like that those games are like so difficult, because it's like it's kind of like a gatekeeping sort of thing of like only real gamers, only gamers that don't change difficulties when they're struggling deserve to play this game sort of thing. You know what I mean? That's kind of like it's not even that, I don't think it's even that, honestly. That it might not be that like intense. It could literally just be that they're like, that's the way of them finding like other peers like them. So it's like if someone really likes Dark Souls, they're like, they know that that person is also someone who's like a tryhard, someone who's like doesn't give up and like doesn't have, you know, the chance to change difficulties in their video game. Skills awaken. When you use a skill, it has a chance to awaken, triggering a variety of possible effects chosen at random. These effects can turn the tide of battle, so be sure to make good use of them. Oh, is this a casual? Is this a casual mode thing? Because that definitely did not happen in the difficulty I was playing in earlier. I was like, effects? What's this? What do you mean? There's like special effects when you use abilities? What? Can't use meteor when you're jumping. Yeah, this is like way easier now. Although it doesn't feel like I'm doing anything that differently. Probably he's like easier to beat, huh? He's probably a little slower too. Well, I'm still a dumbass. I still literally just jumped into his arm while he was doing the thing. I literally thought that was out of like reach just now, by the way. What a pain in the booty. I mean, at least it's like easier now, so like it shouldn't take me super long to get through this. At this point, I'm just like, I just want to get through this guy because he's annoying. I'm like, can I just get through this? I'm done with being like stuck. Oh my god, guys, that was so easy. We did that. You can change the demon's weapon by using change equipment. Okay. Did I get new equipment? Oh, okay. Skill tree. Assigning awakenings? Is this a thing in the other game mode? Empower, increase the power of skills. What? That was not a thing in the other difficulty, was it? Okay, I'll take it. I'll take it though. Here. I have no shame. Okay, I'll just play in casual from now on. Evade for longer while jumping. Aerial strike. I like that one. I need to get him to like rank 2, and then I'll play with her. Although she does have new equipment, shade stones. What's the difference between the two of them? Oh, this one has like a basic attack, shade stone. Whatever that means. Whatever that means. He has it. Alright. Finally, I got that done. It's like really hard not having the proper health. Okay, this is... There is a little bit of like, oh, yes, gain attack while floating, yes. So my attacks should be really good as him here. As if I'm like jumping and stuff, like my attacks are super high. That's useful. Oh, I finally got healing. Ooh, what is that? A shade stone. Defeated fallen sometimes leave behind shade stones. Some crystallized essence of their power. Some special shade stones begin with the name of the fallen. You can socket weapons with shade stones to harness their power. Visit the alchemist to socket your weapons. Some weapons are already socketed with shade stones when they drop. Yeah, I just got one. This is kind of like materia if you're a Final Fantasy VII fan. Kind of the equivalent of like materia, but in this game, some weapons I guess already come with their own materia. I don't know if that's a thing in 7, because I haven't played the full thing yet. Oh yeah, that game is coming out, huh? I just realized, I'm like, oh yeah, that game is coming out next year already. Like in a few months actually. It's not even like... We're already heading to September, so it's not gonna be like that far ahead. Crazy. Square Enix sure love like those big like games at the beginning of the year, huh? Last year they had Kingdom Hearts. This year they're gonna have Final Fantasy VII. They sure love that like January like time frame, huh? Oh yay, we got some lore for Zav. Let's read all about it. Read all about it. Guess we don't just read about it. I guess he talks to us about it a little bit.
祖母は優しい人だった。
Aw, his
私を育ててくれた最愛
grandmother.
の人。
Aw,
彼女が自分について
was
話すこと
humble,
は
hardly said a
ほとん
word
どな
about
かった
herself. Aw,
私を捨てて出て行ってしまっ
only
た。
once did I hear her speak
私
ill
の
of
両親への
someone,
怒りを
my
口にしたこ
parents.
とはあった
Her
が、
defense had abandoned
それ
me
もた
as
った一
a
度だ
child.
った。
Aw, he got abandoned by his
So- so like that.
parents. Never forgot her
あの
7th
7日
day.
送りの儀
It
式を
awakened something to me
私は生涯
I
忘れなか
lived
った。
by.
生まれ持った
Life
命を
must be allowed to
し
run
っ
its
かりと生き抜
course.
くこと。それが祖母が自ら
That's
の
why she
生涯
spent
を
her
かけ
her whole life
教えてく
trying
れ
to
たことだ
teach
った
me.
ずっと育ててくれた祖母
As
への
thanks
感
to
謝と
her in this
死者を
realm,
気遣うこの
which
国へ
cares
の
so
感
much
謝
for
から
its dead,
私は
I chose to
国に尽くす
devote my
道を
life to
選ん
the
だ。
kingdom. Oh,
私は
I chose to join the Blood Guard. Altruistic. This is someone who was like, let me think of the big picture, mama. This is me. This is who I am. This is what I'm gonna do, honey. I honestly bow to those people who do that. You know what I mean? Like, the people who join the military, like the people that do all of that stuff, like honestly, they need all like they need to be commended for that because I couldn't do it. You know what I mean? It's like I don't know if it's like selfishness. I don't know if it's like me like not having the capabilities or whatever, but I don't know. I just, you know, I do think it's very like altruistic, and I do think it's very like commendable for someone to do that, you know. I'm used to breaking all these pots and stuff in the other realm and I can't do it in here. And it's actually kind of iconic. Like you can't do it in the realm of the dead because you can't like, you know, mess with like real life things in there. That's kind of a cute little kind of like a cute little reminder. Also, I should have been saving this game. Like I am having a hard time like remembering how to save the game, but there is auto saving, so I'll be fine. It's not like it's gonna ruin my life. Oh, hi. There's a little kid. It's always a little kid, huh?
Oi.
Are you one of the disciples? Disciples? Yeah. Where is everybody?
Yeah.
You're the only one I've found. I think the others have already crossed over.
そっか。
Oh.
それで
Anyone with unfinished business, like you, was left behind. So tell me, what's on your... Blah. So tell me what's on your mind.
え
Right. That makes sense. What does?
実は
Well, I was nervous because he wasn't here.
何
Who wasn't here?
それは
The navigator. He said he would be here to lead us, but I didn't see him.
そうか
Maybe he crossed over with the others.
でも
Yeah, maybe.
どうした
You don't sound so convinced.
実は
It's just a feeling, but there was something strange about the way he acted.
なぜ
Strange how?
あのね
Sometimes he would hide away in the altar room by himself, but when I peeked in, he wasn't there. Oh, that is creepy. And then, all of a sudden, he'd come walking right out as if nothing had happened. So, why all the sneaking around, unless he had something to hide? Ooh.
でも
Wait, forget I said that. The navigator wouldn't hide anything from us. I know he wouldn't.
おい
Why deny it now?
なあ
There's no need to hide your doubts. You think there's a reason you haven't seen him since you died.
うん
Yeah.
なら
Good. Now it falls to me to end your doubts.
おい
Where is the quay?
あのね
It's west of here. You think the navigator's there?
それは
If he's not, that means he crossed over ahead of you, and you'll need to accept that.
うん
Okay. Oh.
ね
Would it be alright if I went with you? I'd like to see the navigator.
分かった
Yeah, that's the idea. It's the only way you'll understand. See, he's like so like dangerously straightforward. You know what I mean? Like he does not care for feelings. He does not care for anything. Honestly, I think it's connected to him losing his parents and everybody around him being like, "You're not allowed to grieve." You know what I mean? Like you can't feel sad for them dying. Like that fucked with him.
世界渡り
Rightfully so, by the way, but you know. That's why he's a little bitter. Kujo is a surprisingly talented commander. She comes off a bit irresponsible, but you can always count on her when things go wrong. I'd go with you, but I need to stay here and take command. Make sure to do a thorough investigation. Not that you need me to tell you that. I know you will. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, I'm great. That was insane. I've never seen anything this bad before. Oh. Well, that's what I'm here for, am I right? Oval-faced watcher. It was horrible, just horrible. What could be going through the head of someone who would encourage such a thing? I can't even begin to imagine. Yeah, it seems pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. Pretty gnarly. I love the way you make me feel. I love it. I love it. I love the way you make me feel. So I'm just supposed to go ahead, I'm assuming. You give me that kind of something. Want it all the time, need it every day. Oh, I thought I was gonna hit both of them at the same time, but that did not happen. Look at me using my ground attacks. Oh, are you supposed to be like a... Ooh, yes. If I find this to be way too easy, guys, I promise I will switch to like medium. Because I want some danger. I want the game to be a little difficult. Ooh. Get her. I got another spear stone. Spear stone. Yes, get both of them. Okay, there you go. The manifestation ended. A skill has awoken, granting you a new awakening. Select demons, skill tree. This sounds a little more complicated. I don't know, guys. I was perfectly fine with like not having those extra things, I guess, but I don't know. Okay. In power, I only have one. I don't know what it was talking about. Glory, the Britney Spears hit album. Not really a hit album, but underrated for sure. Increase affinity. Oh yeah, that's always useful. Perform a basic attack to cancel the delay. Evade for longer while jumping. Reduce the remaining duration. Oh, I can't get this one because I only have, it's like 3. Aerial strike, increase the power of jump attacks. Oh, I already got that one. Wait, kidding. Critical hits, increase defense. No, I don't mind getting this actually. Sweep. Providence. Skills triggered while manifested, gain a manifestation effect. This one is good too. Evade for longer while jumping. Rank 2, there you go. Now they're caught up to each other. Now I need to kind of like balance the two of them out. Okay, she's fine though. She doesn't need anything. Did I get other skills for her? No, we still have only the slash, but I wanted to get that another skill as her. That I remember. Alright. Oh, it's weird not being able to change the camera angle. Like when they get stuck in these staircases, I'm like, where are you? I don't see you. What are you up to? Bury that. I wonder if the normies can see the daemon. That must be like a crazy vision for someone just minding their business and just seeing like a demon. Like, oh hi. You're not from this world, are you? Oh wow, I barely got here and they're already coming for my wig. Literally so rude. There's a sight stealer found. Is it like a penguin? Looks like a mama penguin. Yay, I got maximum healings. Finally. Well, it is easier to get them if you're like, you know, we're playing casual. Yes, level 5. I wonder what's the use of like leveling up, like, you know what I mean? Like, what's the difference between leveling up and like the skill tree? Because I always assume like a skill tree is kind of like usually a replacement for a normal quote unquote leveling up system. So I wonder what's the deal with that. Like, what's the difference? Ow, I keep getting hit. There's like a huge like cloud around it. I can't even see like when it's gonna attack me. It does attack me quite often though. I probably should use stab to jump around. Probably more useful for this kind of enemy. Ooh! Yes! Come on, new weapon. That was a giant ass, like, that was a giant ass thing. Or is it demons? I think it's the same thing, but it probably has like Jadestone attached. Yeah, vitality. There you go. More health. Ooh, that is so good. 60 more health. That is really good. Didn't mean to use that, but it's fine. I did it, and there's no taking that back. There's no taking that back. There is like a side quest here, it seems. I went for the thing to go all in on my next life. Never thought I'd end up lost. Guess I must have unfinished business. That's gotta be it. Actually, there's this girl who always sits in a chair west of the dice of life. Okay, that's not very descriptive. Don't suppose you could take me to see her? I figure if there's something I'm holding on to, it must be her. Okay, that's a random ass thing. You've heard the Lost Soul's tale. That's a random ass thing to like hold on to. It's like, okay. Like, okay, it's this girl that sits down. I'm like, okay, that's like, you know, a big percentage of society, I guess. Like, that's not very descriptive, is it? A null stone. I wonder how I can use those for. Like, what their use is. Oh, hey. Like a big mama. Isn't it the same one that I fought earlier? It must be. Except this one is like useless. At least the other one was like a light thingy. Oh god. Oh no. There you go. Ow. That penguin got me, girl. I was like, oh my god, the big guy is out of the way. We're finally safe. And then the penguin gets me. That would be so funny. Like, I fight this big ass guy, and then a fucking penguin gets me. You know what I mean? Yay, another spear stone. I should probably switch to her. She should probably get some, like, activity as well. Now that I'm getting used to him, I'm like, oh yeah, she's a thing as well, huh? She's also a character in this game. Of course. Definitely didn't forget about her at all. There you go. Swordstone. We got one of each. Everything's fine. Everything's perfect. We're going forward. Oh, hi. Well, that was very useful. Yeah, I feel like they're slower, you know what I mean? Because it's not that I'm getting better at this game. God knows I'm not. You know what I mean? Ow! Whoa, 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 girl. Oh, that failed miserably. Okay, that took way too long. I was like, I'm hitting you, am I not? Oh, it's like jumping. It's like flying, I mean. Jumping. Hey, I'm jumping with my wings. Where are you at? Before the manifestation ends. There you go. Little door here. Yes. Manifest attack. Right. Oh yeah, I forget. I'm like, hey, I should probably upgrade my heroes. Demons, I mean. I was gonna get an ability, an ability as her. Gain more attack the longer you haven't taken damage. Tranquil Mind. Form a cross/slash attack. Hold down the button before triggering to charge and increase the power. Okay. Attack to cancel the delay after shifting. Skills triggered while manifested, gain a manifestation effect. Okay, yeah, no. I want to have this. I want to have a new ability. I want to equip a new ability. Go to Daemons, change skills to assign a skill. Ooh, rank 3, mama. Ooh, she's leveling up fast. Abilities increased while possessed. That's nice. Glory. Invoke. Form basic attack to cancel the delay after using an attack skill. Skills triggered while manifested. Yeah, I don't care about much. Sweep. Strike at your enemies as your daemon attacks from above. Oh, that's good. Yes, look at them. Both of them getting a new skill, honey. A new skill, honey. Yeah. I need to assign a new skill to my babies. Ooh, triangle. Let me try that. Let me triangle that. Sorry, ew, that was bad. I'll go with triangle for the first ability. Yeah, the HUD is like filling up slowly. Oh, you can't really see that, huh? But there's like a HUD on this side that tells you like the attacks, the percentage of. Oh, I guess it's. Should I just be in the middle? Like, hey guys, I'm in the middle of everything. So I don't cover anything up. Here I am. I guess the map is like not a huge deal. I don't even know, girls. Is this a good place? No. Like, ooh, I'm floating. Ooh. Ew. Okay, I'm being annoying. Okay, stop. I'm fine on this side. I feel like I'm fine on this side. You guys can always let me know if you prefer me on a different side. What was I doing? Oh yeah, I'm gonna try the new abilities. Ooh, bitch. It's hard to aim with that though. But at least we got a new ability. Oh, I forgot about this awakening bullshit. Crap. I forget. Oh, ah, 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 ah. Oh, oh, ah, 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 ah. Oh, oh, ah, 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 ah. I'm taking over, yo. Oh, I want to try the new one for him. Well, I can't really do that right now, but you know what I mean. Oh my god, let's go in. Dungeon time. Oh, I did it again. It's like I did it again. Oh, I looked at the view count again. It's hard to not want to do it. You know what I mean? Like you want to see. You want to see how you're doing. Oh, there's like a whole thing, huh? I remember this from the demo. Like there's more to this altar than it looks. Like a hidden thing at the bottom here. These cults, I swear, you can't trust them. Freaking cults ruining everything. Does this heal me? Like, does going to one of these, like, heal me? I forget. What's a null stone? What are they supposed to do? I forget. Well, I don't remember. Like, I don't remember it being explained to me. Either way, this is where I'm gonna end off the this portion of the stream. With Oninaki. I literally did less progress this time than I did when I played the demo. I wonder if I played it on casual. I wonder if I played the demo on casual. Because this seems a little different. Like, how come I did a lot less progress playing the actual game than I did when I played the demo? I don't know. I don't know, guys. This seems a little shady.